Okay, we're going to find the surface area and volume of a cone. So the surface area formula for a cone is pi r squared plus pi r L. R is going to stand for your radius and L is going to stand for your slant height, just like in a pyramid. And then the volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. Pi r squared h is a formula for a cylinder, and then a cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. Same thing as compared to a prism and a pyramid. Okay, so the first question we're going to do is number 8. I've given you a cone. 10 would be your slant height, and 8 would be your height. So 8 is our height, and 10 is a slant height. And then from there, we have 6. That would be a 6, 8, 10, because that's a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. So that means the radius would be 6. And then you just need to take those numbers and plug them into your formula. So for surface area, we would do pi times 6 squared plus pi times 6 times 10. So that would be 36 pi plus 60 pi, which will give us 96 pi, and that would be feet squared. Volume, we're going to do 1/3 pi times the radius squared times the height. So that's going to be 1/3 pi times 36 times 8, which will be 96 pi feet cubed. And the next cone we're going to do is number 12. And again, this time I'm just going to give you the formulas. I'm not going to, or the numbers. I'm not going to actually do the math. Actually, let's not do number 12. Let's do number 13. Number 13 is a little bit harder to. Okay, so you know that the slant height is 30, and it gave you that the vertex angle is 36. So when you take that cone, so here's the information you know. This is 30. That angle here is 36. So when you add the radius and the height, that angle of 36 degrees is going to be bisected. So this would become 18 degrees. And now we have a right triangle. We know the hypotenuse of that right triangle is 30. One of the acute angles is 18. And we would need to find the radius and the height of the triangle. So we know our slant height is 30. We need to find the radius, and we need to find the height. So this is where we can use trigonometry. If I'm trying to find the radius, I know the opposite side is the radius. And the hypotenuse is, so that would be sine of 18 equals r over 30. So if I do sine of 18 times 30, I get that the radius would be about 9.27. I would just be careful, again, rounding to the nearest tenth. Leave that a long decimal for as long as you can. And then at this point in time, I can either use this number and use Pythagorean theorem, because now I have 2 of the 3 sides, or I'm just going to continue to use trig. To find the height, I would need to do a cosine, because I have looking for the adjacent, and I have the hypotenuse. So the cosine of 18 would equal the height over 30. So the cosine of 18 times 30 would tell me that my height is 28.5 degrees, which should make sense, because if this is 18 degrees, that means the other acute angle would have to be 72. So this side is going to have to be much longer than the radius, because it's across from a much bigger angle.